It is way past time we gave DC Comics a little love. Hey there, I'm your host, Brian Rollins, and this is the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. All our previous comic book episodes have been about Marvel properties, and that's not fair. DC has a rich history and a lineup that deserves an episode of its own. This week we're focusing in on one of the things DC does best: villains. If you're new to the show, welcome. We feature 3 rounds of 10 questions each. Each round gets a little harder than the last. If you want rules or a score sheet, be sure to check out dorkygeekynerdy.com/rules. That's enough. Let's get to the action. The Dorky Round. Number 1. Which villain was famously created by DC editorial for the sole purpose of killing Superman? Doomsday. Number 2. Who was the first person to receive an Oscar for playing a DC villain? Heath Ledger. Number 3. Which Batman villain was partially inspired by a film character created by Conrad Veidt? The Joker. Number 4. Which legacy character's greatest antagonist was initially his own suit which gave him his powers? Blue Beetle. Number 5. Which Aquaman adversary joined the Legion of Doom in Challenge of the Super Friends? Black Manta. Number 6. Which Flash villain hails from Australia and uses ancient Aboriginal weapons? Captain Boomerang. Number 7. Which Captain Marvel / Shazam villain looks like a caterpillar? Mr. Mind. Number 8. Which Teen Titan frequently faces off against her father, Trigon? Raven. Number 9. Which Batman villain is motivated by environmental activism? Poison Ivy. Number 10. The first villain to be included in the 1992 Batman the Animated Series was also closely related to Bob Kane's original Batman concept, before Bill Finger added his own input. Which villain is that? Man-Bat. The Geeky Round. Number 1. Cesar Romero refused to do what when playing the Joker in the 1960s Batman TV series? He refused to shave off his mustache. Number 2. The Manhunters were predecessors of what heroic group? The Green Lantern Corps. Number 3. Which Batman villain would much rather recruit Batman than kill him? Ra's al Ghul. Number 4. Which group of Green Lantern villains was retroactively revealed to be wielders of the power of love? Star Sapphire. Number 5. Which villain had his own 9-issue series from 1975 until 1976? The Joker. Number 6. Which former Robin, who was present for the death of a villain in the 1950s, regularly squared off against that villain's twin brother in the 1990s? Nightwing. Both the original and the twin use the name Blockbuster. Number 7. What villain shrank and stole Kandor, the capital city of Krypton? Brainiac. Number 8. The fictional country of Kahndaq is home to what supervillain? Black Adam. Number 9. Thal's Sinestro's power ring generates fields of what color energy? Yellow, the color of fear. Number 10. Which villain tried to prevent Barry Allen from becoming a hero by killing his mother? Professor Zoom, the Reverse Flash. Let's take a quick break for our book of the week. This week we're recommending the DC Year of the Villain Omnibus. Following the events of Scott Snyder and James Tynion's Justice League, Lex Luthor takes a major step forward, assembling his Legion of Doom for the final push to replace Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and the rest of the League as the rightful leaders of not only mankind, but the universe itself. You can get this or any previous book of the week at dorkygeekynerdy.com/book. Thanks for your support, and now, back to the show. The Nerdy Round. Number 1. Sinestro was born on what planet? Korugar. Number 2. Which classic Batman villain was introduced with the last name Kent, only to have it changed later to avoid associations with Superman? Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face. Number 3. Which villain adopted the child of his arch enemy? Darkseid. Number 4. Which Wonder Woman villain was created when Dr. Zool experimented on an ape? Giganta. Number 5. Whose rogues gallery includes a federal agent named Broderick from the year 2462? Booster Gold. Number 6. Which heroes are plagued by Hath-Set? Hawkman and Hawkwoman. Number 7. The cover art to Lex Luthor, the unauthorized biography, was modeled after the cover of which real-world book? Donald Trump's The Art of the Deal. Number 8. Who was Bane's father? Edmund Dorrance, aka King Snake. Number 9. Which villain's family owns a line of funeral parlors? The Black Hand, aka William Derrick Hand. Number 10. General Druzad was banished to the Phantom Zone for creating an army of what? Bizarros. Did you prevail in this week's episode? Sorry it's taken so long to get to DC, and we'll be back there for future episodes, I promise. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to share it on social media and rate us on your podcast directory of choice. We're still growing and would love to have even more folks join us here. Here's your clue for next week. Which movie studio created a shared horror universe in the 1930s, 1940s, and 1950s? That's it for this week. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. Thanks for listening.